Hey guys, welcome to another episode with me, Shashank Udupa. And in this episode, we're going to talk about how you can analyze internet companies. Now, what are internet companies? We have seen this recently that there are so many companies coming up with an IPO. We have seen companies like Zomato, Paytm is coming up with an IPO, Policy Bazaar is coming up with an IPO, and so many different internet companies, new age internet companies are coming up with an IPO. Now, in the market, we're observing two distinct camps. Two distinct camps mean there's one group that is saying that this is the old school group, value investing, value oriented investors, and what they're saying is, boss, there is no profit in this business. It's just loss making business. They keep putting more money into the company, getting more people, and they just keep doing loss. So there is no value in this business. There is no EPS, there is no profit growth. So how can we invest in such businesses? Now there is another camp or another set of people who are saying, you know what, this is the new age business, this is how you do it, this is the future of how businesses are being run, and not buying into it today. Like a lot of FOMO is being created that if you don't buy it today, then you'll miss out tomorrow. Right now, before I start this video, I'm saying you have to not be in either camps. Okay, we are going to be logical guys, we don't have to be biased. We won't be like, no, we need profit or this. We are going to be unbiased, and we're going to look at from a logical and knowledge perspective, what is the difference, why is this happening, and why is this happening right now. And I'm also going to talk to you about what is the advantage of these guys doing this and why are they doing this. Okay, so we're going to do all of that. So basically in this video, I'm going to cover why are so many tech IPOs happening. Okay, how are these new tech business different from traditional businesses? How are network effects and big data playing a big game into this ecosystem? And what is the optionality for these new age businesses? Why are they able to do all this that we couldn't do before? So we're going to look at all of this. In 2021, we may see approximately $40 billion being pumped into the Indian private company business, and the global capital is slowly coming into India as well. Now, if this trend keeps going on, then we'll see a lot of unicorn IPOs that are coming, and most of them might come and start issuing fresh capital, not for secondary sale, but for primary sale. Now, let's try to understand one by one. First thing is, why are so many tech IPOs happening, and why are they happening right now? Now, first you need to understand what an IPO is. So IPO is basically a tool that helps demand meet supply and supply meet demand. And we have done a lot of episodes and a lot of different videos on IPO as well. So you can have a look at it on the Growth channel. Now, the IPOs of these high tech companies in India, which is Zomato, Paytm, Policy Bazaar, are all happening now because these businesses have gained so much acceptance in everyday life for a lot of people, including me, right? Now, if I want to order food, where do I order it from today? Either there's Zomato and Swiggy, there's no one else. If I want to do payments, I do it through Paytm, PhonePe, or Google Pay. If I want to go from one place to another, I'll either use Ola or I'll use Uber, right? And this kind of list keeps going on because now we're all limited to like 2 or 3 options, and everything is done only by these new age internet companies. It makes sense for these companies currently, right now, to tap into the IPO market because the audience is ready. Earlier, the audience wasn't ready because most of them were value investors. Now everyone's using technology. So now these tech companies are coming and saying, you know what, I'm coming with an IPO. And basically, they already have a product and service that is being used. They're also making revenue, right? They have a high tech business, they have a revenue business as well. But some people are not profitable, some people have reached profitability. Now, the problem here is, are these companies getting listed at an attractive valuation or not is a very tough question to answer, because how do you define? Right? How do you define with the old metrics that we follow? How do you define whether a new age internet company is attractive or not? Right? If you look at all profitability, they might not have profitability. So today we can't say anything, but in the future, when we look back, we can connect the dots backwards. Another reason why we're seeing so many IPOs come is because SEBI, which is Security and Exchange Board of India, has also relaxed some restrictions for IPOs. So basically, they have also created an alternative listing platform known as Innovators Growth Platform for basically new age entrepreneur ventures in 2019. Even there, they have reduced so many rules. So all of these new technologies are coming and these new restrictions are being lifted from SEBI. Why? So that we can boost IPOs for the new age business. Next point is, how are these new tech businesses different from the traditional businesses? And this is a very interesting thing. Let's go through it. Now, assume you're a traditional business. How does this work? You basically put some capital, put in my own money in a business, maybe take some loan and start the business. I'll invest in an office or a plant or a building. Then I'll hire a lot of team members. I'll manufacture a product or service, find out how much profit I make from this service. I'll make some profit from this service, remove my loan, whatever I've taken in the start. And finally, at the end of the day, I gain some profit and I'm very happy. And I keep gaining this profit over a long period of time so that I can build my balance sheet. And then after that, I can invest again and build more balance. So this is a very normal process, right? This is how usually old age traditional companies work. Now let's look at how startups work. Now startup basically works on a high tech growth product idea, right? He puts in small equity and starts a pilot project. He puts in small amount of money, doesn't even have to take loan. Then he takes this idea and says, you know what, this is an awesome idea. He goes to angel investors, family offices, all the people who want to invest. Basically he asks for seed funding. Now he gets seed funding. Now he said, okay, I've got some seed funding, no debt. This is not debt. He's giving equity of his company. He's giving a part of his company. Now, after he takes this money, immediately you will see that he'll start hiring people. He'll build infrastructure. He'll strengthen his core technology, build a brand. He'll start growing faster. He'll gain market share. And then he'll go raise another round of money. Again, give little more equity. Again, no debt. And again, this same thing happens where he hires people, strengthens his tech, gain market share, growth at any cost, right? Now, you understood the difference between traditional, where in the traditional business, profit is king, right? And they need the profit. Whereas in this business, profit is not the king. In this business, growth and gaining market share is very important. And I'll tell you why. Because in this business, the first person to capture the market share, grow fast, and reaches a point of profitability is the winner in this business, right? Now, let's look at why this is happening from a network effects and a big data perspective. Now, in simple words, any business where there is an increased number of customers or subscribers improves the value of goods and services, basically benefits from network effects. What is network effects? Basically, if I'm using a particular company or a product or a service, I might go and tell someone, you know what, this is a very good product, you also go buy it. It's a network effect that I'm telling one person, he's telling five people tell another 50 people. So that way, everything gets ballooned out. Now, for example, remember Facebook. Facebook started off from one college and then word of mouth kept spreading, and year on year network effect kicked in, and then so many colleges came onto Facebook, right? Now, many new IT startups are also doing the same thing. Now, be it Zomato, Paytm, Uber, Ola, anyone, all of them have the same logic. Lot of them have users on their app, okay? The higher the value of a company becomes, because more users means more transactions, and more transactions over a long period of time means that can lead to more revenue generating opportunities. So if I'm not charging any revenue, but I'm seeing a lot of traction on the app platform, a lot of users are coming, a lot of subscribers are coming, eventually I can go charge something or the other is the logic, right? Now, in a traditional business, you can't do this. In a traditional business, for example, a cement business, if I sell a bag of cement to someone, right, I have to first make that cement. I have to put cost for that cement and then sell it to someone. Now, if I sell 20% more bags compared to the last year, it doesn't significantly change anything for me because the growth is only 10, 15, 20, 30, 40%. Whereas in startups, you can even see up to 100% growth month on month. Now, this is where big data kicks in. Right? Now, big data basically means a large volume of data, both structured and unstructured. Right? Structured means you know what to do with this data. Unstructured means a lot of data, you still have to figure out what to do with it. But basically, this impacts the business on a day-to-day basis. Now, big data can be analyzed for insights that can lead to better decision making and strategic business moves. Now, I'll give you an example, right? Now, Zomato has around 7 million users across 500 cities in the country, right? Now, this is the biggest advantage of this app, that is basically big data, because it knows exactly the customer behavior of every city, every country at every given point of time, right? If you don't believe me, I'll give you an example. Now, if there is a particular type of biryani being ordered regularly in a particular area, in a particular region, at a particular amount of time, Zomato knows about it. So I can literally tell you that maybe in Pune at around 11:30 from this college, a lot of people order this particular biryani from this restaurant. Zomato has that data. So tomorrow, if they want to take advantage of that, they can do something from that perspective. Now, more amount of data means more analyzation of data and then better deals that can be, maybe they can start giving discounts there, so more comes in. So all of these things can work into the favor of a company because of big data. Now, if you look at big data, traditional cement company can't do big data, right? Because traditional cement company is just demand and supply. There's no big data here. There is little data, but not big data. Now, even though the revenue of this business may come later, right, might increase over time, a lot of companies like Zomato and the traditional internet companies don't actually make revenues in the early days. They only focus on something known as distribution, and I'll come to that as well. Now, finally, let's look at what is this optionality for the new age businesses. How is this happening with new age businesses? Why can't traditional businesses do this? And what is happening? Now, basically, optionality is a very powerful business model for high tech startups. Optionality in a business means you have the right to do something new for which you are currently doing and makes economic sense. Now, optionality is not something that any other business can have, right? You can have the best product, you can have the best IP, you can have the best content, but if you don't have people using your platform, then it's a big issue. Now, once you own distribution or once you have distribution, you have so many options to serve the customers, right? Now, if you look at Amazon, they started by only selling books in the late 90s. And when they quickly ventured into another business category, we saw how they could switch optionality. They switched from one business to another very fast and then started getting a lot of things. So internet companies have this advantage of actually shifting, or the option or the right to actually shift. Now, from all this, guys, I hope you got a beautiful understanding of how internet companies might going to make money, or how they currently operate, where it's raising money, putting it back into the business, building distribution, and eventually making money out of that. If you remember, in the olden days, there was Ola, Uber, but there were so many other companies, taxi for sure, and many other taxi hailing companies. There were many food delivery companies, but in the end, when the dust settled, after so many years, there's only two left in both segments, right? Now, these two people, the market is so big that they'll eventually end up making a lot of money from all the customers. So this is how we understand and analyze internet companies. Again, this is only for the long term, not for the short term. If you like this video, I would love for you guys to like this video, share this video, and subscribe, and hope you understood a lot from this video. Again, this is me, Shashank Gudippa, signing off.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing. Please read the risk disclosure documents carefully before investing in equity shares, derivatives, mutual fund, and or other instruments traded on the stock exchanges.